Hi everyone, I'm professional organizer Katherine Lawrence, and today I am excited to share some insights into one of the most common questions I get from new and aspiring organizers. How should you charge for your services, and what should you charge when you are starting out? In today's video, we're going to explore the different ways to price your home organizing services. I'll be breaking down the factors you should consider and discussing 4 distinct methods for charging for your services. This is the second of 5 videos I'm doing on business basics for professional organizers. You can click here for that entire playlist or subscribe to my channel and click that bell to be notified when the next video becomes available. The first thing you'll want to do is understand your local market rates. You can search other organizers in your area, but often rates are not published. And you can also look for companies in similar markets to your own and see if you can find some information that way. But I found 2 links that can help you in your research, and I'll put them in the description of this video. The first one is Home Advisor, which merged with Angie's List and is now Angie. Here you can see that search by location. The other is Thumbtack, and you can see how to pull some local information from that site as well. You are going to get a good range from this research, so you can plug in some starting numbers into your business plan. But how do you decide where your services fit within this range? You may not feel comfortable charging, top dollar for that first client, right? The key is getting solid training and practice so you feel completely confident providing paid organizing services. I walk you through every step of the client process in my course, Selling Organization, designed to get you up and running faster than trying to figure everything out on your own. Think of it like a hairstylist progressing in their career from apprentice to master stylist. Your experience as a professional organizer adds value to your service. Newbies might start at a lower rate and then increase their prices as they get more experience. Now let's take a look at the 4 common pricing methods you may see when doing your research. They are hourly rates, project-based pricing, packages, and session pricing. I'll review each one and then I will tell you my favorite pricing methods for new organizers. Okay, the first one is hourly rates. You can charge your client by the hour. This is pretty straightforward, but it does not really help your client with their budget. And you don't want to nickel and dime them by calculating, by the 15-minute mark or half-hour intervals if they want to cut your time short once you've arrived for the project. Another method is charging by the project. This approach can align well with client expectations as they know the total cost up front. However, it can be really tricky if the project requires more hours than anticipated, or if challenges arise, like a client needing more time to make decisions, which, by the way, happens all the time. It's really unpredictable to know how quick or slow your client will make decisions. It can also take hours to put together a proposal, and then when you present that to your client, they may not hire you, which is just a huge waste of your time. The third option is packages. Selling packages is pretty popular. I see this on a lot of organizers' websites, like, buy 10 hours for this price, or, 3 5-hour sessions, for a certain price. And I think if you have an established business, the benefit is it guarantees that you will earn a certain amount of income when starting a project. This method has never worked for me because either a new client changes their mind or does not want to commit to a big set number of hours, or more likely, I have repeat clients who ultimately book way more than, 10 or 20 hours. And the accounting is just more simple for me to know what I'm going to charge on the day that I've worked. For project-based pricing and packages, I have found that my students find it really difficult to sell these services when you are just starting out, and it adds a layer of complication that you don't have to deal with, which leads me to the fourth method of pricing and my favorite, which is session pricing. Session pricing is loosely based on an hourly rate, but it's a single price your client pays for your time. For example, a 3-hour session or an all-day session for larger jobs. I used to work 4 or 8-hour sessions, and then I switched to 3 and 6-hour sessions. I give estimates by saying something like, hey, it usually takes about 3 sessions to organize a closet of this size. I'm going to work at your pace and take as much time as you need to make decisions and source the products you need. Easy, right? No unpaid time working on proposals. And remember, it's all about finding what works best for your clients. You'll make adjustments throughout the project or the time that you have with your client, because organizing is a specialized and customizable service. You can get my exact pricing worksheets and client process by signing up for Selling Organization, the all-in-one master course to launch your organizing business. If you missed it, check out last week's video showcasing all the ways you can make money as a professional organizer. Please like and subscribe for more videos on decluttering, downsizing, and the business of organizing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.